Hey guys, welcome back to Threading Glue Designs. Today I thought we would try out these Aqua Bord product. It is by Ampersand. These are 6x6 flat 1/8 inch panels. It's called the Amazing Watercolor Surface. Uniquely absorbent, absolutely archival. This acid-free textured clay surface absorbs watercolors like a fine paper. Watercolors on Aqua Bord can be sealed and framed without glass, keeping colors and textures true to life. So, this little pack comes with 4 in it, and I've taken one and I've drawn up an English Bulldog so we can work on it. I do need to lighten my marks some, my graphite, because we don't want it to be too dark. I don't know where I put my... Oh, y'all know I done lost something else in here. I'm just going to roll a kneaded eraser over it to kind of lighten what it can. If it shows a little, I'm not going to be hurt. Because I wanted y'all to be able to see what I'm painting, where I'm painting at. I do not know what I'm going to do, and we're just going to wing it and see what happens. What I have learned from watching other videos is that you need to wet the entire surface first. And from what I've watched, it turns a color. Yeah, see, it changes the color of the board when you wet it. And so you're not going to get an actual, true, accurate color on your project while you're doing it. But it does dry back to the actual color that it should be. So this is just a silver black velvet oval brush, a 3/4 inch. And it's good for just kind of mopping stuff over and getting some water laid down. It's pretty nice and wet there. I don't know, what do we want to color this thing with? I've gotten out my complexion kit from Prima because it has, of course, as you know, wonderful, wonderful colors. I thought we would do an overall color of the lightest and then go in with a little bit darker color. Kind of thinking that lemonade as an overall color from before. Let me show you the swatch here. Lemonade is here, and I want to do something like this, like the Namaste, for patches on her or him, whatever it is. So I could actually do like a Chant or Peach Cobbler, but Lemonade would be more of an will be more of a dramatic difference. No, let's just do Peach Cobbler. I think that's pretty. Well, I'll leave that laying right there. We're just going to do a wash over the entire English Bulldog. And, well, it's a good thing I did that because I got a little dark on my brush. I just want a light wash. I don't want anything real heavy. And I think that'll be fine. It doesn't spread and move on this like it would on watercolor paper. That's why I wasn't worried too much about it being, I'm going to go on and use that oval brush again. Too much about it being, all wet. There you go. Because it doesn't spread or move like it would on normal watercolor paper. Okay. Get his little ears in there. He's a cutie, huh? Fun fact, we used to raise English Bulldogs. My husband and I had 3 adult English Bulldogs. We had one mama, one daddy, and one grandma. And then we kept one of the babies, and she was my little love of my heart. But it got to where with my back, I wasn't able to lift her anymore, or any of them. And our grandmama, she broke both of her hips and was very old, so we had to put her down. But the other ones, we had to find them new homes because I was the primary one taking care of them. And with my back out, I couldn't lift them or do anything that they needed done. So we found them good homes and took care of that, but I sure do miss them. They're good babies. Okay. It does kind of absorb pretty good in there, so something to be mindful of. We've got a good little wash over it. Take some of this excess off. Don't really want that color sitting in there. Okay. Now that we've got that base down, we can work on some of this other. I really like that Namaste color, but it's not very realistic. I guess neither really is peach cobbler though, huh? So let's do cavern down here. We'll do that. This brush is a Princeton Snap Round number 6. I really like these Princeton Snap brushes. They hold their form when you're working with them, so you don't have it forming to the paper, which is some instances you want that, but other instances you really don't. So I'm going to get a really watery part of this. Try and see what we can come up with here. It's blooming out pretty good with this one. I'm surprised. I may have to go to a smaller brush. Although I do like the look of blooms when they happen. I'm really surprised it's blooming because everything I watched said it wouldn't. Yeah, I'm going to have to switch to a smaller brush. It's okay, we live and we learn, don't we? That's the whole point of using this board on here now, so that I can catch any mistakes that you guys would encounter. It's interesting. It is really kind of spreading out. I'm using this to kind of be my depths for the wrinkles. And then we'll go in and put patches of it around, I think. What have you guys found? Have you used this product before? Has it been a success for you? Has it been a fail? There aren't a whole ton of videos on it. There are a few. I wondered if it was because it just didn't really work as well as people had thought or hoped. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are. Little fat gels. I love their little fat gels. I am not by any means a professional watercolorist. I'm just someone who likes to play with it and wants to experiment. That's all. So if you're looking for perfection, this is not the channel for you. If you're looking for some fun, this would be good. You can laugh at my expense if you want to. Now, see how much this is spread down here? That's just really amazing to me that it has done that, because the videos that I did watch, it would not do that. It would not spread at all. So I'm really, really surprised. It's an interesting product. I had never thought that there would be a board type product for watercolor. So when I saw it, I was like, I've got to try this. Nothing else, just for fun to try and see. I don't really know where this one's going, you guys, because I am totally winging it. I don't have a reference or a picture to look at for coloring, so it's just a out of my head thing. Lord only knows there's crazy stuff up in my head. What are you guys doing today? Are you working on anything fun? Anything creative? I'd love to know. I hope you would leave me a comment about it and tell me. Maybe put a picture on my Facebook page. That would be awesome. Look at them little fat wrinkles. I love it. English bulldogs have a personality all of their own. They are phenomenal creatures. Interesting fact for you, they do not breed on their own, and they typically do not give birth on their own. You have to do C-sections. That is why their puppies are always so expensive, is because it costs so much to get those things done. Just if you ever wanted to know, kind of thing. I never knew until we started having babies. I just thought they were like any other dog, you know? Boy, was I in for a shock. Just seeing their little face makes me happy. Who wouldn't love that face? Our little male bulldog, his name was Dexter, and he, oh my gosh, you guys, he had such attitude. He was such a man's man. Oh, you'd have to have just met him. He would pose for pictures. He loved taking pictures. Okay, let's see. We're going to do some patches. So I think I want this ear to be pretty well this color, most of the ear. Yeah. Isn't that pretty? That's such a gorgeous color. I have so much fun with this palette since I've gotten it. I've used it almost primarily instead of any of my other ones, which is crazy. This is the Prima Marketing Complexion Set for anyone who's not aware. Just do some little tip spots of this on this ear. I've got to work on the inside of that a little bit. I think it needs to be a little darker on the inside though, so we're going to need to add a little bit of a darker color with that. Maybe put a little bit of that redwood in with it. Yeah, that's pretty. It's a pretty color. Awful dark though. I put water in it, but I guess I didn't put enough. Let me try changing my brush over to a little bit bigger one. Now that we've got the lines in. Oh, she may be too big. It's giving a lot of water off. Let me get something to dab that up a little bit. It's kind of thick. There. That's better. They're watching Medea in the other room. That cracks me up, that woman. Man, woman, whatever you want to call them. Yeah. Now we'll put some of that over on the other side. In that ear. This little squirrel, this black velvet, silver black velvet brush holds so much water. Sometimes you really want that for the flow, but sometimes you just don't want it. I think I just said that just a minute ago before I put it down, didn't I? Yeah, we're going to have to go a little darker inside those ears. Okay, I'm going to put that nose in because it's driving me bonkers, the nose and the eyeballs. Get some black here. And I'm going to have to go with the smaller brush. Because I can tell that thing will be squirting all over the place. Okay, let's do this eyeball. And I'm not going to worry about leaving the highlight because I do have a white Posca, not Posca, but a Uniball pen that will work just fine. Have you guys used that that masking fluid that I tried? I wonder if anybody's had any better success. Maybe I was doing something wrong. I get quiet, it's just because I usually concentrate when I'm painting, and so I'm just trying to concentrate, that's all. Doesn't help for videos though, does it? There it is. Little itty bitty lines. Alright, we're going to have to do a little lightening on that once it dries, but that'll work for now. There's another little spot right down here on the English Bulldog's mouth that usually looks pretty dark, so we're just going to fill that in too. My favorite part on the English Bulldog is their little lip. They have the cutest little pouty lip ever. So cute. Oh, that's not quite as light as I wanted it. Just a nice little light gray looking wash. Or light black, whatever you want to call it. There it is. Be just a little shadow underneath that little lip area. It's trying to run together there. We don't want no running. No running. Okay. Let's go back to our silver black velvet brush and our cavern color. And let's make some nice big areas of patches of color. Our grandma dog, her name was Lily, and she taught them all how to ring the Christmas bells, those little doorbells that you hang on at Christmas time. She taught them all how to ring them to go outside. She was amazing. She liked her nails to be painted, so we painted her nails, and she loved her little pink nails. And my girls, of course, at the time were young, so they really enjoyed that. And I have a picture of her and Dexter sitting in the window, was at the window of the door, and she's loving on his little head, and he's got his eyes closed, leaning up, letting his mama. He acted like she was his mama. Love on him. It was so funny. He was not like that with Minnie, but he was with her. He loved her. Alright, where should we put another patch? Maybe something over here? Sure, Stephanie, that's what we want to do. Don't he just make you smile? There's something about that pretty little face. What a handsome boy he's going to be. I love this color. This color is just so pretty. Just kind of darkening up this little line some now that it started to dry up there some. Okay. What do we want to do? Let's get a little bit of a darker brown that we can use and lighten up. So let me look at our colors. Let's use United. I think that'd be pretty. So we can use it for some shading, some shadowing. Take out most of that water. Definitely be shading under that jaw. Somebody was going down the road. Put a little bit in here. And over here. Pick up some of that excess. Do all these little dots where these whiskery things would be. Just so pretty. He is just so pretty. Let's get some more of that peach cobbler color and try to work with it some. Okay. See if we can put some of that in here and kind of give it a little more life, since it's kind of faded out quite a bit. I don't know if I like that or if I liked it better with just the faded out part. Maybe I'll just leave some of it. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know, but I've been told. He's kind of turning out kind of cute. Just something fun to kind of throw on there. I don't think that I will buy these boards again. I don't like the way that the paint moves on them. It doesn't, it's not like normal, but it just ain't right. I don't know how to tell you other than that. It just ain't right. It's very hard to control any of what it's doing. And then the parts that you don't want to control, then it doesn't do what you want it to do. So probably should have done this before I did those dots, but oh well, you know, it'll be okay. Now, I don't like how this is. I think we need a little bit of a darkness in there. Get that going. Clean that brush out. It's too much, that color. Too much. I don't want it. Get our little blotter. See if we can help it. Well, better than it was. Darken up around that eye. See what we can make it look like. Here we go. It's getting there. We're getting that eye. Well, it's not too bad. Not too bad for a try at it. Seeing what we can come up with on the fly. Okay, I'd like a little bit darker around the outer edge of him, but I'm not sure what color to do in the background. I was kind of thinking about a washed out black, but I don't want it to be too flat doing it that way. They do have that pretty gold, but I'm afraid it would be too much. Now let's just go for it. We'll just try that washed out black and see how it performs. Right out nothing but a board, right? not too terribly bad. We can get darker when we go around the outer edges afterwards and kind of make it look a little splotchy or cloudy. There is such a thing with black being cloudy. Pillowy. Maybe pillowy is the word. Just adding a little water in there to see what it'll do. I kind of like that look. I don't know why I'm getting that one little bloom right there. That's weird. Okay, I'm going to twist this around so I can get to this side easier. Water, see if I can get this thing to move some. If you guys have worked with these boards, let me know what I could do to make it better. If I'm doing something wrong with it, whatever, just let me know what your experience is, because so far I'm not liking my experience very much. While that's wet, I'm going to get my other paint out and try to drop in some blue, I think, back there. Alright, we'll drop in some phthalo blue. I kind of like the blue mixed in there. Kind of gives it a different look. Alright guys, He's not terrible, but he's not great. But he'll do. He'll do. Let me know what your thoughts are on these boards. If you're having any luck with them or trouble, whatever it is. Yeah. Take this little brush thing and make that little mouth spot a little darker. There it is. That's better. Would you do any outlining to try to bring his features out more? Would you leave him like he is? What's your thoughts? What should I do with him? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll try to work on that to get it right. But in the meantime, guys, that's all we've got for today. I hope you guys had fun and enjoyed learning more about this product. If you have any clues, any ideas of what to do, not no color right there. How come it didn't take the color? I don't know. That's weird. It's a weird thing to be working with. I kind of like putting that black on the outer edge a little bit like that. Kind of gives it a little finishing touch, maybe. I don't know. If you guys can tell me anything, please let me know. I've enjoyed hanging out with you today, and I hope you've enjoyed it as well. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.